This happened to a neighbor they called El Bolita. He dared to steal from 4 letters. This person was short and chubby, about 1.45 meters tall. He had a condition that kept him from fully developing. That's why they called him El Bolita. And the way he got into the cartel is very curious. He started as a lookout and then moved up to selling merchandise, but then they took the merchandise away from him because he started owing a lot, so they put him back as a lookout. And what he says is that at first they paid him in full, sometimes half, sometimes not even that. And then they started giving him merchandise as payment, whatever he wanted. And he stayed as a lookout. This person, Bolita, ended up recruiting several people. He recruited a car thief, another person who was a pickpocket. For those who don't know, that's someone who steals wallets. To thieves and what we call among ourselves, those of us from around here, from Tlaquepaque. Those who were car thieves were never seen again. It's like the earth swallowed them up. But the pickpocket and the thief, they did see them again. And what he says is that they gave him a beating, but with a broken hand. And if they saw them doing the same thing again, then yes, they would also disappear. And, well, this person, Bolita, when I asked him how he got in, he told me that someone recruited him. And it seemed like he had his boss. But that was all nonsense, because the supposed boss he had, just like the song says, was the lackey of the real boss. And Bolita had his spot, his place, so you understand me. And what happened is that Bolita, along with another person, staged a fake robbery. And when Cuatro Letras comes to ask him what happened to the merchandise, Bolita says that the cops showed up and took it away. And they believed him. Because it's well known that when the cops show up, they take the merchandise and settle things with a bribe. He faked a robbery a second time, but they didn't believe him and let it go. When it happened a third time, they didn't forgive him. They gave him a good beating and told him he'd have to pay it off with his work. He had a very large debt pending with those people, and they took away his position to put him back as a lookout. And that's when what I mentioned before happened, when he put the people I mentioned. For example, he even put a bike thief who carried bolt cutters to break the locks, and the pickpocket. For example, he would go to Jalisco Stadium and walk through the crowd during Chivas versus Atlas matches. And he had such skill with his hands that he could open wallets, take out the cash, close them. And he was so slick that he would put them back and you wouldn't even notice.